Hi there, it's Kevin Ward and Merry Christmas. This is a unusual setting, I guess, for a Christmas video because normally you think of snow and Christmassy scene, and instead what you're seeing is Julie and I are in Maui, Hawaii. We decided we were going to have a Hawaiian Christmas, mele kalikimaka, to everybody, and we're loving it. We're having a great time. And we've just spent a lot of time while we're here reflecting on our year, reflecting on our life, reflecting on our journey together, reflecting on the growth of our company, YesMasters. And to all of you that are watching this, whether you're a coaching member or a personal friend or a Facebook friend or a YouTube subscriber or whoever you are, you're special to us because you're a special part of our journey. And this video is really as personal as I can, just a personal message to you about how to live in a way that when you come to times like this is about, giving, seasons of giving, and we think about times of giving and receiving gifts at Christmas. And I hope for you, it is a great time of giving and receiving, and not only of giving gifts, but also of receiving gifts. And of course, the greatest gifts many times are not monetary gifts, or they're not gifts that cost money. They're gifts that are a gift of the heart, and that represent the thought of love and affection and family and friendship. Really means a whole lot more than how much money you spend on something. And I think there are two things that are really special about the idea of gift giving, and that is, one is being able to give generously, to give from a place of abundance, and realizing how much abundance that we already have. That you can give, and when you give, you're not running out. You're not losing by giving. And I think that's a challenge for a lot of people, and especially for someone like me who grew up in a pretty humble environment. But I grew up more than so much in an humble environment. We had a lot of abundance. We just didn't think about it as abundance. I grew up in a mobile home, and I grew up out in the country on a dirt road. And, so compared to Ken 2 Williams, who was the kid at school that always had everything that everybody else wanted. He's the first one that when he was a sophomore in high school, he got a brand new Pontiac Trans Am. He was the one that always got the brand new tennis shoes, the latest cutting edge tennis shoes. He's the one that had everything, and I always looked at that and I was like, man, why can't I get stuff like he gets? And so I grew up, and we had this idea that some people are just going to have more than you, and that's just the way it goes, and that's just the way it is. And because of that, I felt like we didn't have enough, and I remember feeling that sense of scarcity, like, why can't I have more? And not realizing how much I had. And I was grateful. It was not like I walked around unhappy about it, but there was always that wishing and wanting and not being content and grateful for what I had. And because of that, I had a hard time sometimes giving, because I always felt like when I gave something that I was going to have less, and I didn't feel like I had enough. And there's always enough. There's always enough. The more you give, the more you will discover that there's always enough. I just gave Christmas bonuses at the places where we've been eating. We had poolside. We had at the resort we're staying at here. We had a meal, and I just thought, you know what? I'm going to give a Christmas bonus to this server. She was awesome, and she was super nice, and so we gave her a Christmas bonus on a tip. And there's always more. There's always more. So master the art of giving. Number 2 is mastering the art of receiving. And for a lot of us, this may be even harder, and that is learn how to give, how to receive graciously without feeling like, oh no, now I'm obligated to give something back. Or like I have to try to go, oh no, you don't need to do that, you don't need to do that. No, I got it, and all of that kind of stuff. I think it is one of the greatest gifts that you can give to someone is allowing them to give you something and receive it graciously with simply a thank you. Wow, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Instead of saying, you didn't have to do that, or, oh, I didn't get you anything. all those are, they're statements of a lack. They're statements of an unawareness of how to simply receive a gift and say, oh wow, that is so awesome. Thank you so much. You made my day. And so I want you to think about, and maybe over the holidays, maybe just going forward in your life, is how good am I at giving and how good am I at receiving? And if you master those two arts, you master those two skills, you master those two qualities of learning how to give generously without worrying about lack, without worrying about running out, and how to receive graciously without feeling like you're now in somebody's debt, or without trying to reject their opportunity to be blessed by giving to you. Jesus Christ said it is more blessed to give than to receive. And I believe that's true. It's more blessed to give than to receive. Well, then I want to give, because you get more blessing when you give. Well, what about when somebody gives to you? Why not allow them to be blessed by simply saying, thank you so much for the gift? And instead of going, you didn't have to do that. No, I can't accept that. You can accept it. Accept a gift. Learn how to be gracious in giving and learn how to be gracious in receiving. And so right now, I just want to give you my heart and all my best wishes for you and for your family and your loved ones over this holiday season. I hope it is filled with blessing and abundance. And I know it really probably is more than you realize if you just stop and take some time to think about it. And then I'm looking forward to hopefully sharing and influencing you and having some impact in your life in 2018. It's going to be an awesome year. So from me, from my wife here in Maui, Hawaii, Kapalua at the Ritz-Carlton Resort, wishing all of you a very happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Mele Kalikimaka, and Happy New Year